Hello again. Non-profit organization Haditi Ya Africa has created a way for South Africans to donate supplies to Mozambican cyclone victims. The initiative, called Midnight Train To Beira in North Georgia, will ride in convoy to the Mozambican city on Thursday next week. The team is putting together care packs for at least 100 affected families. And to tell us more about this is one of the organizers and coordinators, Tandwe Fika Shabalala. Very good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Sure, what an amazing initiative. When you started 2 days ago, what was the plan?
Well, when we started 2 days ago, the idea was to help 100 families because over 500,000 people have been affected by the cyclone. Right? We couldn't help all 500,000, so as a small group, we decided to, well, help 100 families. We've since surpassed that mark and are continuing to help more families, but as a small group, we decided let's help 100 families.
You've since surpassed that mark in 2 days, which means the response has been overwhelming. We understand that you've also got response from Africans in the diaspora, some in Switzerland, in Belgium, you've got some in Greece. Tell us more about that.
So the response was quite surprising on our side. One of the things we wanted to do was to create an easy way for people to directly help, right? And it turns out it became so easy that a lot of people now are starting to help, even from abroad. So as you say, we have had help from Belgium, from Switzerland, from the UK, America, but it's mostly Africans helping Africans who have since, moved out of Africa.
Right. So you mentioned the word easy, but it's far from it, because how many of you guys actually putting this together while you also have day jobs?
So we initially started with 4 people as part of the core team, but we've since expanded the team as the response has come in. We now have over 20 collection points, and those collection points act as an extended team. So in total, there's about 24 of us now working on this.
And you guys have never done this before. Like, tell us about the logistics of actually putting all of this together.
So logistics has been quite surprising, to be honest with you. So there's been 3 parts to the logistics. The first one is to gather aid. So we decided to do that by putting together care packs. The second part is to get the aid to Beira. So what we're doing there is, because we're a citizen organization, we are going to use our own vehicles, but we are reaching out to some companies to see if they can supplement those.
Right.
But the idea is to have our people, go to Mozambique and show physically that we do care and help where we can. The last part has been to run the campaign where we're encouraging others to do it. So as the collection points increase, those people also become part of the campaigners that put the word out there and get others to help.
Right. In terms of supplies themselves, people who are watching this morning who are thinking, I'd like to lend a hand, what is still needed? What are some of the basic needs that you are looking for? Okay.
So we still need more help with care packs. That's the easiest way to help, is to put together a care pack. We have instructions on how to put one together, and then we will load it up and take it to Beira. The biggest need we have now is transportation. Right. Initially, we started with 100 families. We've gone way past that. So we need more vehicles than we initially anticipated to go down there. Now, we're not going to make it all the way to Beira with just ordinary cars. So we have a route that we've planned out, but the aid itself will get to Beira. We'll probably go to one of the centers or the camps they've set up along the route and help where we can and deliver the aid there. But what we need now is vehicles and time from people.
From your lips to the ears of the vehicle manufacturers and vehicle owners who could help possibly to take this aid to Beira. And what kind of vehicles would you need? One can imagine 4x4 big vehicles that is able to carry this load and navigate some of the very rough roads that you will be embarking on.
At minimum, a drivable car will make it to Maputo, where we are going to connect with our counterparts outside. If you want to go all the way to Beira with us, then you do need an off-road vehicle, a 4x4. Not everyone has the time or the capacity to go all the way to Beira, but at least come as far as Maputo, and then we can pick a small camp to go help with, and then the rest of us will continue through to Beira.
Right. If you're not able to make the journey to Maputo or to Beira, you can come to the packing party, and that's where you'll be putting together the supplies that you're taking over to Mozambique.
Correct. So the supplies have been coming in. They are now at collection points. So the easiest way, the other way you can help is go to a collection point and help them pack these care packs. As the supplies come in, people give it to them in single items sometimes because that's what they can afford. Others give whole packs, but the packing needs to happen, the sorting of clothing needs to happen, all that needs to happen. It needs people. So if you can, people should come to the packing party that we have next week Tuesday.
Right. Where do people get details?
Okay. So the center of communication is on Facebook. We have a group called Midnight Train To Beira. Right.
Not to Georgia.
Not to Georgia. And we are also available on Twitter. So if you hashtag Midnight Train To Beira, you should be able to find the information. If not, then I'll leave my number and then you can WhatsApp us and we'll even communicate via WhatsApp with you.
You've got it all covered. All the best of luck, and we definitely are taking part in this. Thank you very much for what you guys are doing. You're absolutely amazing. All the while holding down full-time jobs. You definitely can help, but you don't need much to actually help. Thank you very much.